All right, I'm right here on the corner of Redondo Beach Boulevard and Osage Avenue, right off the freeway at the Comic Bug. Oh, excuse me, I just went to the Comic Bug in Manhattan Beach. They didn't have any dollar books or 50 centers, they just had half off books. So I'm at Jeffrey's Comics in Torrance, 4068, and they have about the equivalent of 16 long boxes, I think, to go through. It's a pretty nice assortment of stuff, everything from newer stuff to like 1990s and even like some Kamiko. So all I've really done is one box so far, but I think I'm gonna get this Middleton Azrael book. But I'm gonna go through these and see what I can find to my liking. And it's just a really nice day. It's Friday, January 20th, and we got hit by like 3 rainstorms in a row. The roof of our apartment suffered water damage that they got to work on next week. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna get some comics and maybe go get some Chinese food. That's cool. But yeah, these are in there pretty good, but I love how anything could happen. There's really like nothing separating 2022 with 1982 in these boxes, so that's great. Not gonna lie, it's a little fumey right here off the 405 freeway going to Santa Monica or San Diego. But check out these bins. These bins are like they're almost 4 feet up, so it's really easy on my back. I'm just having a nice little dig, not straining at all. Not really finding too much, but I'm just kind of enjoying the randomness of this little universe they created in here. So I think that's a Mike Zett cover. It's getting a little sun. Might have gotten a little too much sun up top. It's gonna be the key thing is finding something that isn't a relative collector's grade unless I'm dying to read it, you know. Franco Villa, maybe. So I recognize these from the Scott Snyder Jock Run, and they had a 881 as well. I like this one because I know JP All About Comics likes his bubblegum covers. It's kind of a shame when carbon monoxide is belching off of them, but it's a really nice Terry Dodson cover. I used to kind of want this JR Bane cover. Mirka Andolfo Lois. Kind of gotten into Yondu. My brother reads Berserker, and yeah, I'm still going. About 5 boxes deep. Alright, started the new box. See what we got here. More nice Komiko stuff, especially nice consecutive issues. Justice Machine, First Comics, John Sable, Freelance. Some new Marvel Universe stuff, Kickers, Justice, Image, Morning Glories. Wish there was an In-N-Out burger right around here. Just digging, man. Makes you hungry. OMAC. Greg Rucka written OMAC. That was probably a pretty good run. Michael Bendis, Mike Oming. God, that's just so what do you call it? Omnipress, isn't it? But it's Image. It's kind of caught my eye. Marvel Knights era, book 505 of Angel. Some very nice Vertigo style artwork for a Marvel book. Well, I don't want to jack it up, but there's issue 4, and I thought I saw issue 5. Shout out to not Black Elbow, Big Elbow. Calls Exo more of the Superman, Turok more of the Batman of this little dynamic duo. Let's see. That's nuts, because I know I just saw book 4 of Angel. Let's see. Come on. Demonic. Okay, we looked at those Omax. Talked about that. Ascender, Neverman. Marvel Apes. Robin. Alright, maybe I dreamt it up. I thought I saw another Angel book. Here we go. Here's issue 3 of 5. 3 of 5. I keep my eyes open for more. They look pretty good. Alright, still haven't quite encountered that magic moment of finding a really, really cool book, but some Azrael, some Mark Miller Swamp Thing. Still looking to maybe meet Finch one of these days. It's a nice Tigra cover to sign. I don't know how he did it, but Arthur Sudam made a boner-inspiring cover with this one, The Incredible Hercules. So, good for him. I don't know, some Star Wars manga theme. Probably a pass on that. Maybe I'm thinking of getting this for Pope Grimy. I know he likes some Black Canary. And yeah, those Angel books. So still digging. Got all of these books to see. And all that air to breathe. So, we're chilling. Alright, I kind of found a book I'm excited about. It's Commandy Challenge with the Bruce Timm cover. It's nice Rose Besh, Panther 1. I like this cover as well. Panther 3. And still going strong. And the daylight has not failed me. Okay. Some the republished Long Halloween story. Looks like raspberry yogurt. Good old Timmy Sale. Rest in peace. Heralds. The Mighty Crusader. I'm seeing like a lot of like really cool Glenn Fabry covers. Like there's like a run of books where he did the interiors anywhere. Neverwhere. Mike Carey and Glenn Fabry on the inside of the book too. Kind of tempted, but just missing a couple issues. That'll make it a little difficult to enjoy. But man, it's cool to see Glenn Fabry on some panel-to-panel progression. So there. Mighty Morphins. Some Boom Studio stuff maybe. Mighty Morphins. Some real dirt on my fingers. Some of these have been outside a little too long. Chopra. Looking for some like Eastman covers or stuff by that Greek artist Annie. Something that'll pop. There's another one of those Angel books. We already got that one. Yeah, all right. I'll just come in with a little little narration. So Jeffrey's Comics in Torrance, California. It's a really nice little hangout spot. They generally have some chairs to kick back, and they were piping in some nice warm air. I know my buddy, Airborne Sapper comic fan, has frequented Jeffrey's, maybe the older location. But anyway, I'm just going to say what I thought of these books. I wanted this to maybe get signed by Finch, so I put that in the to keep pile. I just wanted to check the condition because some of these books were a little weather worn. Arthur Sudam, even a stuck clock is right twice a day, and every now and then Arthur S. will pump out a winner. Not really original, but it's good. But a true American original, Bruce Timm. Commandy Challenge. I've been wanting this cover for a while. I wanted to kind of know what these Pantha books are all about. I hadn't read any, but I love the Pantha character. I like the direction. She looks less like an exotic dancer and more like something else. But I like the hooded sweatshirt and stuff. So I got a second issue 1. A skull back there in blue. It's kind of well lit and cool. So yeah. I just wanted to check to make sure it wasn't messed up on the back. Ash is just a weird thing. Event Comics, Joe Quesada and Jimmy Palmiotti publicized this so much, and we couldn't wait to see this firefighter comic book character that they did. And it seems like they kind of lost interest after about 6 or 7 issues. Neither one of them could really write, but I thought they would have kept going with it longer. Ultimately, I put back this Swamp Thing. It just felt like a little rippled, like it had not been out in the rain, but on a misty day, it just kind of got that feeling of just not being a collector quality comic. You know, you want to be able to go home and put it in a backer board and feel like it's worth it. So with that one set aside, it kind of put me in a spot where I wasn't going to get either of them, which I hate to do, but they both ultimately went back. Azrael, I didn't fall out of love with this, but I'd seen several more in the boxes, and I just thought to myself, what's the chance I'm going to read this, just one Azrael book? And I kind of started thinking about the new Azrael book I was getting as well, which I like the cover. Some of the artwork looked good, but I just knew it had no future for me, so I set it aside. So I really wanted to get these Marvel Max Punisher books, Nick Fury. It's just that they didn't have a real sequential grouping of issues from the same run. And then I saw a price tag on this, and without a blow dryer, I did a tape pull, and I didn't have my Goog on. I don't think I actually tore anything off. I think that's just more of the sticker I couldn't get off. But I don't know. You kind of got to draw the line somewhere, you know. I couldn't focus, but yeah, just I wanted to maybe read it to see if I wanted to get more of it, but yeah, I just kind of shined the whole thing on. I was like not able to center my camera, but I like this character here, this Excalibur character. If you see the front page, that's a cover from the previous issue that I have, and I just always wonder about that character with the fishnets. So, that was the weight of my heart with those fishnet stockings. So even though it didn't look like the most amazing thing in the world, I think I kept it because the art looked kind of weird and cool. Fang Foom. Yeah, but that was the reason why. Okay. Yep. I think I got these Angel books. I don't know why. I just color me intrigued. They look like something halfway decent. Snot Curl, I think I have this one, but I think I might have kept it. Yeah, I went into to keep pile. I liked Ultraverse. I like Sludge, it's kind of their Swamp Thing, but I was already getting too much stuff. And if it was kind of like fill a short box for $50, it would have probably gone in there, but at $1 a pop, it just, it's not worth it. It's more like a 25-cent book. Some Preacher. Boy, Preacher has really cooled off since the AMC show. Didn't really set the world on fire. I watched it all. Happy memories watching it with my bro. It was serviceable. There was some key moments, but you almost want like them to be able to do it over again, make it more like the book. So this was kind of the find of the day. Berserker 7, 8, and 9. My brother has a trade of 1 through 5 and issue 6, so give those to him. Yeah, I think I kept the Yondu. It looked violent enough and enough off the beaten path to maybe be something cool enough to own. So yeah, I think that went in the keeper pile. Yeah, I got a little rambunctious with the slowest lane. I don't know. Suddenly I felt like a 10-year-old again. And yeah, I was just making sure everything was in good condition. There wasn't any blemishes that were invisible to the naked eye. And you know what they say, especially nowadays, one good turn deserves another. So, and yeah, it was good quality. So that will be one for JR to sign. Yeah, I kept it. I might give this book to Taddy. I know he likes Terry Dodson, and I have this full run. And once again, and then we go another way with it. Not Seduction of the Innocent, but Tempted by Cartoons. Wanted this book for JP All About Comics, bubblegum cover. I know he likes soda fountain covers, but I don't know, this Jubilee was just kind of like, I don't know what to say about her. I do wish I'd read more of this X-Mutant stuff when I was a kid, though. I always kind of thought that was a cool little team, but Generation X. But yeah, it was based on condition, it's kind of a pass. Oh wait, I kept it. All right. I was like, it's good enough for JP. But this one wasn't good enough. They had 2 of these Tech 881s. I only kept 1. I don't really collect Tech these days, but I figure, yeah, I didn't think that was good enough for anyone. I didn't even want to gift that. Yeah, a Blue Johnson. But this one I thought it was pretty nice, so I got to make a stack of stuff for Davis Comic Finds. Send him some comics sooner than later. So yeah, from the, what was it, Black Mirror story? There's Deadpool right there, acting all green. Yeah, I was happy with that. The second one was good. Hungary City. It's still Jock and Snyder, but it's the story before Black Mirror. But I think it was still a keeper. Yeah. This right here, man, just the top corner with the sun damage, the sunburn, freezer burn. Yeah, that was just choking on the ashes of a runaway. I dipped that. I said, nope. Sorry, Mr. Zach, I'll get you on another one. That's just a good Valiant book. And this one right here was being a little baby. It's like, I like it. It's doing it for me. But if it ain't Middleton, it ain't coming home. Which is, yeah, it's kind of a bad move, because if you like the cover, you like the cover. But it was literally like, it's gotta be Middleton. Yeah, I don't think it was. Watch it be like some super rare Middleton cover. It only comes up once in a blue moon. But It said Scott Forbes was the cover artist, so it's like, dang, really wanted it to. But it was a no, sir. And this is the first tarot book of the day I found. Tarot, you just don't find. It's like such specialty interest. Shops won't carry it unless you ask for it. But it's, Jim Bellant. It's basically him doing his same kind of stuff that he did on Catwoman, just a little darker and a little friskier. It's not orgies or anything in the book. It's just Wiccan influenced. I passed on this Razor book, and ultimately I took the Jingle Bell because I needed the backer board. Yeah, that was it. Anyway. So yeah, I was just looking around the shop here. Sorry, this is really weird doing audio commentary on just a trip to the comic store. So yeah, man, we're waiting on Savage Dragon 262 with the Mako cover. It's been like 8 months. It's been a bitch and a bunch, to tell you the truth, but it's all good. It's coming out like February 2nd or whatever the first Wednesday of February is. Can't wait to see it. And hopefully Eric Larson's all caught up, So I didn't really know how these walls worked. It seemed like everything was with everything. Just another like great Zerdy cover. But man, it's just like something about the modern DC, I really got to make sure that it's something I'll at least try to read. No, there, Bozo, the one on top. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, that Lois was killing me. But I said, no, sir. I'll keep my $5.99. Yeah, I was struggling with it. Wasn't easy. Anyway, yeah, ultimately, I think I found the Ant book and the Batman Season 3. Anyway, I gotta save a little bit of juice on my phone for the navigation. But yeah, thanks for watching. And oh wait, that's not the end of the video. That's just the end of this little ADR. Smug bastard doesn't look happy. That's the man who's saying, I don't like the future of this hobby. Anyway, alright, back to me sitting in my truck with the sun going down. Well, that was fun. It was nice and warm inside. It was a sunny day until about 4, and then the cold started to come in. So yeah, I got those $22 books. I found out, unfortunately, that they did away with Jeffrey bucks at Jeffrey's Comics. I had 6 of them left at home, but I guess now they're just a collector's item. Yeah, books out front at Jeffrey's were fun. Try to save some of them. Clean my hands, because that diesel fuel puts off a little bit of a resin on everything, even if they do that additive that's supposed to make it better. But yeah, I did 34 at the Comic Bug. It was tough, man. They had like 8 or 9 long boxes of like independent titles. Great stuff. If they were dollar books, I would have bought 50, but they're only half off, and a lot of them have a $4.99, $5.99 kind of price tag. So we'd still be talking like $4, and just kind of passed on most of this stuff. But yeah, I felt like looking at some books. We recently visited beautiful San Diego, California, but we mostly did really cool stuff like the Marine Museum or La Jolla. If you've never seen the seals of La Jolla, you gotta check them out. look at any comic shops. I was gonna look up Hope C, but yeah, I was doing family stuff, so it was nice. My mind did kind of go towards books. I went to Frank and Sons right before the little trip down to SD. I shot a video. I'm just gonna put the video in right here. I'm sorry if you've already seen it on Instagram, but I'm just gonna throw it in right here for people who don't have Instagram. Right there, boom. So yeah, that was stuff I bought at Frank and Sons with my bro right before that little trip. Gave me some stuff to read. The main thing I read was the Man vs. Rock. If you've never read that, it's hilarious. And then I kind of started the Josh Howard paranormal book, and it just wasn't holding my interest. The pictures are beautiful. He draws a beautiful curvy girl, but it was just kind of whatever story. I'll get back to it. I think it deserves a real good read. But you know what? I was in a hotel room chilling. I'd rather watch Pawn Stars than some kind of so-so book. Plain Jane, mundane kind of writing. It's okay. Not everyone could be Garth Ennis. But anyway, then we took a little trip down to, I should say up to Vegas, and visited Gold and Silver Pawn. I'll throw a video right here. I shared with some friends some stuff I got.
Has he been here before? Has he come to us once more? Does he have a secret that we might all share? Seems like you can almost feel it. Will he find it and reveal it someday? 'Cause there sure is something special there. He is loving and amusing. He's precocious and confusing. He's a good boy, and I'm sure sometimes he's bad. He is more than you can measure. He's a tyrant and a treasure, and a source of pleasure for his mom and dad. Have you ever seen the face upon a lad to make you sad?
I think the shop threw in this little bracelet. So it might fit Rochelle's wrist. It's kind of cool. I've seen people wear these black stretchy ones, but yeah. And it's pretty sweet too. Anyway, yeah, luckily they weren't filming, and we got to walk all over Gold and Silver Pawn. It was freaking cool. Surreal. But the next day we actually had rooms with little kitchenettes, so I thought, man, it'd be cool to make burgers in a hotel room. You know, they had all these pots and pans, and a stove a lot better than our own. I was gonna make French fries in the oven, like frozen fries, but then the next day we were checking out, so I got up. We had to be out of there at 10, so I got up at like 8 and started frying ready-made burger patties and cheese on them. They came out good, but you know, when I went to the Smart and Final to get the ingredients for the burgers, I looked up one shop. I got a hold of Lee Big Elbow, and I said, hey Elbow, what's some good shops out here? And he recommended a couple, and I looked them up, and they were all like 22 minutes from the Smart and Final grocery store. And they're like, as the crow flies, they're only like 4 miles away. But in Vegas, I understand now why people practically run red lights in Vegas, because if you get stopped, if you slow down for a yellow and you get stopped, you're gonna be at the front of the signal for like 6-7 minutes. So yeah, that's why it would take so long to get to a couple of these shops. I wanted to try Celestial Comics in particular for the digging, but Yeah, it was just too far away, and we wanted to hit up this all-you-can-eat sushi buffet early called Makino's, which turned out to be unbelievable. $40 a person, but that was the best sushi I ever had. But anyway, thanks for listening. I'll show you what I got real quick at Comic Bug. And I was just a little heartbroken. I go to Comic Bug. I got the Comic Bug whenever I'm in Manhattan Beach to dig for dollar books, but they didn't do them anymore. They said they moved all their dollar stock to Culver City, so maybe another time. But I think two of these were half offers, and the other two were. How'd I spend $32? I don't know. And the other two were cover price. So anyway, I got these just because I love some Eastman, especially if Eastman's drawing anything of a frog or a gecko. I love it. It's just off the wall. Now this was it's not off the wall, just out of the ordinary, just out of the thin air book of TMNT IDW 130. And this one I always wanted just because I love blue dart frogs. Last month we went to the Aquarium of the Pacific, and I love frogs, man. I love dart frogs. So that was like one of the half offers. This was in the half off, and I got it because I love this artist Danny's work, DNI. She's hot stuff. Here's another half off book. I have this one, but I never really see tarot books. The only time an LCS will have tarot is if someone got it on their I can't speak today. The only reason someone would have tarot, which the Black Rose, at their LCS for sale is if someone had a pull list and they flaked on it. So this just happened to be there. Just one copy of tarot, the entire store. This was another half off book. I don't know if this is Sonia regaling on her youth, but I thought this was a nice enough Sonia picture. I would prefer this Sonia be about 33 or something, but it's cool, Doesn't always have to be about that. But yeah, man, this trade dress just messes up everything. I want to see that beautiful face, beautiful hair, but it's all covered. So I needed another one of these. When I initially bought one, I wanted two of them, but they only sold me one, so I needed that. That was my cover of the year for last year for Perillo. And man, I took a risk on these because I don't even know how much they were. They were $7.99, but I didn't know until I took them up to the counter. I got Ronin Book 2, Issue 1. I'm not like gaga over the Philip Tan artwork, and I wish I could have got like a Frank variant cover, but I'm going to read this because Frank wrote it. And Ronin was a real high point for my young reading, and my brother just read it. So, and I also got Pandora. Oh man, Pandora's a little messed up too. Oh well. And then they had another one. There's probably an ad for it in here somewhere, but Frank just produced it. He didn't really have any hands-on with the book. There was a third, whatever this label Frank's going with, and it was just by Dan Didio. So I passed on that. I didn't really want it. Like if Frank even was involved in the story, I was gonna get it. But That would have been another $8. You better believe for $8. You know, I want Frank hands-on, nuts deep into that book. All right, and yeah, man, that's sad. So this is the new system, Jeffrey Rewards program. You saw the books I got there. I'll do a little voiceover because there's people standing around. I don't want to be talking, but so I did about $60, 30 at one shop, 30 at another. I got the $22 books that I showed you, and I just needed this book for Ant, and I was gonna get this anyway. Batman: The Adventures Continue, Season 3, Book 1. So you know, when I saw a Kelly Jones cover, it was serendipitous. Anyway, sorry, I'm behind on some videos. Yeah, I've been living for my family and not for the collection. So I did see a really good video with Pope G and JP All About Comics that I really like. Two of the best guys collecting right now. They were sharing like their Kickstarter stuff and their hopes and dreams and jelly beans. And that guy's smoking some weed. That's all right. This comic bug is the parking's in the back, and what's more, they share a parking lot with a dojo. So anyway, I'm gonna do a quick voiceover on the part where I'm just sifting through the books. And sorry, I'm a little zonked, so I'm not going to do the ridiculous editing that I love to do, but it takes like 7 hours to rip and move the sound clips, sound files around. But I love doing it, man. If you never edit it, it's like freaking crack. Someone's all excited that there's a guy smoking a joint in the parking lot. I'm scared. Oh man. We were in downtown Las Vegas for just a second. We realized, oh, the strip is over. Flippy you. And there's just like so much violence and like in a gas station. these brothers were just kicking each other's asses. They're like, yeah, it's funny when the strip ends, you know it. On one end there's a sign, on the other end there's a sign. I would have liked to have seen some of the older places, like the classier places like the Bellagio, and I would have even liked to have gone into Treasure Island, but I think the main thing we saw was the D, and it was just the dancing girls on the bar were, the one I saw was unbelievable, but that place, it's, I guess just because of where it's at, it's so loud, and it was really cold, and I don't want to talk about it, but it was just a little too much Vegas right there for me. But I'm not much of a partier. I can keep up, but man, when it's that loud and that cold and busy, anyway, it's good to be home, and it's good to be looking for books again. So I'm gonna chop this up a little bit. Thanks for watching, and sorry for my absence. Yeah, I'm gonna go get some food. Enjoy the video. Thank you. Or I hope you did enjoy the video, asshole that I am. I said enjoy the video. All right, goodbye.